Hey, welcome to another Store Tech video. In today's video, I have a quite unique system behind me. It's a device for sorting boxes based on a hex signal given by a music disc. Now it doesn't sort all 15, but that's by design. It's really hard to explain why without just saying we need it for FTSR and queues and stuff. So yes, I'll explain a little bit more right now. Okay, so let me explain the problem. We have boxes like this, and I want to sort them into 7 different places using the first music disc, which, that seems like a really easy thing. Just have a red coder. Except, if you think of hex as binary, we have a problem that a signal strength 15 disc would output the same 3-bit code that we're looking for as another disc, which obviously is whatever disc gives signal strength 7. So, the way we get around this is we use what's known as a hex to octal converter, which basically converts hex, sends a hex signal through into a battery, as you can see here. However, if the signal is equal or greater than 8, it will subtract 8, and now, let's say you're inputting 9, it would output 1 again, so that it works the way we want it to. As I said, really hard to explain without going all nerdy on everyone. But all you need to know is this is incredibly useful for what we're doing. So, if I put this box in that I showed you before, and I start it, what you'll notice is it should end up in this dropper here. As you can see, it did. Now, I'm going to remove that because it's not needed anymore. And I'm going to throw in these boxes I have in my inventory, which all have different discs, different signal strengths. I should mention this isn't the fastest. It's about 90 game ticks I've timed. But as you can see, here they are being sorted. This one is what would be like an empty box code, I guess. So you can see here. That would be that music disc. And there's no other music disc that would relate to that. Well, there is, but it wouldn't produce what we're looking for. Because there's other discs to produce the signal strength. We are just looking for those 3 bits after. So, yeah, there are other discs that, as I said, match that description, but none that we're using. But anyway, if I come down here, you'll see all of these have been sorted into their respective places. I should mention as well that, if I come around here, you'll see, not used, but could be empty box, I guess, because if it's not used and we can have it as a queue, why not have it as a queue? Because it saves sending it out here and it makes the whole system smaller. It's just something we have to consider. The queues are for the big bulk, left and right, the small bulk, top right and top left, and obviously bottom right and bottom left. I'll explain this now since it's important. FTSR is going through a lot of changes right now. I won't explain all of them because some of it's quite private at the minute, mainly because none of it's final. We haven't even decided if we're fully using this yet. But let me show you an example as to why hex is really powerful. This here does the same thing but in binary. You may notice a significant problem. This thing is huge compared to what I've just shown you, and it only has 4 queues. Also, if we wanted to have it do 6 queues or 7, we'd have to add another block here because of the way these decoders work, and it would make the whole system even bigger. Not to mention more complicated, and this system is already more complicated because we go from, obviously, the packet that we send in, so we go from packet to binary to hex to decimal. That's ridiculous. The new system that uses hex packets goes from packet to hex to decimal, which is a lot more simple. It's also less laggy. The storage is more appropriate because this has like 60 something slots per item and per queue, and we only really need about 15. As you can see, hard power, these are the inputs for the halls to call their boxes. This is just really ugly. The hopper locking is a bit extreme around here because of the amount of hoppers there are. So yeah, it's safe to say Hex is just better in every way. Hex is really powerful if you know how to use it.